Well, hello,
Melindas.
Melindas. EP mode Melindas.
Yeah, those are special July EP mode. These are fun. We get to kind of loosen the tie. We're so buttoned up on the normal VCR.
Yeah, exactly. We
parties.
can finally let our hair down.
Yeah.
We can relax a little bit. We can laugh a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've had some good ones, but I think this one might be the most hotly demanded. We're not even doing a vote on this one because we assume people are going to want this.
Oh, for sure. And
It's the Jack Rebney episode.
Yeah, and I wanted to watch this one too
Yeah.
because I was looking through it yesterday, and I realized wow, that the original cut that was tape traded was 15 minutes long, and I haven't watched that cut in probably 15 years. When I first got it.
The story of this is Jack Rebney was this ad guy who was flown to Iowa to shoot a promotional video for Winnebago RVs in 1988, 89?
Somewhere, yeah, late 80s. Yeah.
Right, and it was really hot. He had apparently decided
Did
to...
you say Iowa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had decided to shoot everything sequentially. So if there's a shot that was in the RV and then outside, the shot list was to do it in that order rather than to just gang shoot everything. So it was a
He wasn't like a producer. He was I don't know if he was an advertising guy or what his role was.
He worked at CBS News in New York, I think was his
Yeah, so he's a news guy or he wrote copy. He wrote everything that you're about to hear. Well,
Right.
not in the outtakes, but
in a way he wrote that.
Yeah, that's true.
But it seemed like it was set up for disaster because it was hot, there were flies everywhere. He was in over his head because he was producing and directing this sort of. And the crew realized he was in over his head and decided to just record everything in between each take because they knew that there might be something worth hanging
captured his
onto.
descent into madness.
Right.
And it's so great. And I got this video, so I was working at a video duplication house. I explained this on the show, but I'll explain it again. I was working at a video duplication house right out of college. I was working in Minneapolis, and we were also a film rental house. So we'd have camera assistants come in, and there was everybody talked about the Jack Rebney video. Everybody's like, "Oh, you haven't seen the Jack Rebney video?
Legendary.
This is probably 2000 or so, 1999 or so. That's when I was working there, and this one guy worked on it, Mike Welkley, and he's like, "Oh, you got to see it. You absolutely have to see it." But he's not the one who gave it to me. He's always like, you have to see it, but he's like, he always described to me as being very sad. He's like, it brings back really bad memories.
Because he worked on it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, he worked on it. You'll see him in this 15-minute cut. He's the one who breathes on the lens and cleans the lens off. That's Mike Welkley. And
it's surprising to me because he seemed to be having fun with it. They were kind of able to laugh about it and kind of make this tape for themselves.
You talking about Jack Rebney was able to laugh at it?
No, Mike and the crew.
Yeah.
Seems like they were able to laugh at it by making an edit that sort of...
Mike didn't make it, though. Mike didn't make the edit. Somebody else made the edit. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were screwing around. Mike's doing, pretending to wipe off the camera, right? They seemed like they were kind of goofing on it.
Mike was seriously doing that.
Oh, was
Mike's
he?
a very serious guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not he wasn't joking around. But but there
Some
were
of
other
the crew
people.
members got
Definitely. They were fucking around and they were coming out and they were dressing up as Jack. You'll see that in here too. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Some guy was wearing a bad bald head wig and he's trying to pretend to be Rebney, and it's just a horrible impression, and it's just really I don't know. It's just it's not good.
And we talked about a lot of these videos in the tape trading days. They came from editors. So sometimes the editors would try to get cute with it and insert themselves into it. They had their favorite parts that they would repeat.
Yeah.
And so that was fine because they only meant it to be internal.
Yeah.
But then when these got traded around, those parts kind of annoyed us. So we made our own edit, and that's what we showed in our first touring show, became one of our first viral video hits.
Yeah.
But we want to show you the unedited crew version.
This is the crew version.
They passed around for
themselves.
This
is high quality too. We got this from Ben Steinbauer, the director of Winnebago Man. He gave us this original. He put it on DVD, and this is straight from the source material. So it's about as high res as possible. We don't like to use DVDs, but we have to. I mean, I didn't want to dumb it down to VHS. So you get to see it in all its pristine glory.
So this is cool. This is the thing that kind of helped launch us as Found Footage Festival, and we'll be watching the crew edit of the Jack Rebney Winnebago video.
All right, let's pop it in. And I feel like we should kind of be a little bit more quiet during this one because you don't want. Well, never mind. I feel like we want to be respectful here.
Okay.
Of the greatest video of all time.
Yeah. We called it Jack Rebney, the world's angriest RV salesman.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I gotta be able to move. That's crazy. Here we go. The Winnebago concepts and engineering departments have developed a multifunctional bathroom. Privacy, I don't know what the fuck I'm reading. I wonder what the fuck the real dialogue is. What the fuck is this thing? All of the windshield, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. What the fuck did I say? That didn't sound for shit, did it? What we're doing is we're building a fucking industrial film, trying to give these guys everything they can get. I mean, that's it. Fucking is going to be very helpful in keeping you from falling down, you big dumb son of a bitch. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. We suppose we open... Oh, fuck. 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 Oh, fuck. Shit. Tony, do me a favor, will you please? Will you? Will you do me a kindness?
Leave.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be walking in and out if you're gonna fuck up and I gotta come back.
I don't, that make any difference to me at this juncture. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Tony. Don't slam the fucking door.
Poor Tony.
No more. Listen, I've got to give a clue here now. I don't want any more bullshit anytime during the day from anyone. That includes me. It's going to be very hot. It's going to be very uncomfortable for everybody. Want anybody yelling? We get anybody yelling around here anymore today, and then the shit is going to hit the fan. For 1989,
I like that they let that
individual
long.
storage
They
compartment
cut
has
that
this
long.
controlled light that you can put up your fern if you want to. And they fit the diverse needs of a very big fern, and they fit the needs of a very
When
diverse
he's not swearing.
buyer segment. Why can't I remember? I wrote this stuff. Why can't I remember it? Why don't I
wanna
say
hit pause?
it fucking right?
No,
What is
no,
the
that's all right.
You had something to say.
Well,
I just don't want to speak over because
Yeah.
there's so many good lines.
Yeah, it's just that when he doesn't swear, he's either using gibberish or saying the words fern dock or fern and dock, which was like an old Steve Allen thing, I guess. But so even when he's not swearing, he's doing something entertaining.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
If you want to stop, look, I'm happy to pause it.
No, I appreciate you
So if
keeping me
you-
in check here. Thank you.
I'm happy to pause.
Yeah.
You know, I really like that he and Tony have kind of like a Howard Stern and Gary Del Bate
Yes.
kind of don't slam the fucking door.
Yeah.
And then,
And then Tony throws a towel at him, and yeah, it's kind of a love-hate thing with Tony.
also, Tony's light hat, his Miller Lite
Miller
Hawaiian
Lite.
hat. I want that so bad. I would wear that every
Let's
single
somebody
day.
look at maybe Bob Hedges is on eBay already. looking
I'm sure
for
it's out
that.
there
Yeah.
somewhere. All right.
It's being FedEx now. Okay.
Jack Rebney, we're 2 minutes in. We still have
Wow.
12 minutes to go.
Okay, let's not pause.
Line say, Tony? What is the goddamn line? I don't give a shit what the line is. I fucked up the word rear. I can't even read the fucking VO straight. What shot is it? Oh shit, what did I do? Did I walk through it? What the fuck was that? I gotta read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit this morning. You're disturbing what's left of my brain. Yeah, but my mind is such shit. God, I can't
Forgot about that
fucking
one.
make my mind work.
Some of these were taken
Tony,
out.
give me a towel for just a minute, please. That
It's the best Tony thing Tony
I'm blinded
did.
by that fucking hot light. Goddamn son of a bitch! What do you mean I'm gonna fall off the fucking thing? Fuck. Just keep running. Bullshit. I'm gonna slate this fucker. All right, I haven't got time to mark this motherfucker. Here we go again. We can't hear anybody. Nobody can talk to anybody. Well, turn the fucking thing off, you dumbass. Man, I'd like to kick your fucking head in. Ain't worth it. Not this shit. It ain't fucking worth it. The Mini Winnie, part of American tradition. And today, on the cutting edge of design and function in a Class C motorhome. You believe any of that shit?
So that was a shortcut,
Right.
and then this came up afterwards.
Tony Dahl was
That's
the
Tony. He's the intern.
guy who threw the towel.
I think that Tony held his own pretty well too.
I think so.
They had a lot of wacky music during this.
Yeah.
definitive.
Spelled it wrong.
Mr. R. Yeah.
But I like this.
Tony?
This is
Where's old Tony?
Right here.
Here's Tony. 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 Tone. Tony. 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 Get me a battery. Tony, open the door.
Got it.
Bring the slate in. Tony, just bring it in here now. Stand still, Tony. Get me a battery, Tony. Open the door, Tony. Tony, just get me a battery. Tony, get out. Shut up, Tony. Tony, get me my book. Just shut up, Tony. Tony, I can't read it, babe. Back up, Tony. Can't read it, Tony. Tony, back up. Tony, it's the wrong angle, babe. Tony, please back up. Tony,
babe.
Where's the slate? Tony, give me a towel for just a minute, please.
It's the timing on this
Yeah.
every time.
There's Tony.
Oh,
Look,
and
it's
it's
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola
Now,
shorts.
that's enough of that shit. Someone once said something about the journey of 1,000 miles beginning with but a single step. Of course, if you throw your back out on that first step, you stay home.
You know, someone once said something about a journey of 1,000 miles beginning with but a single step. Well, if you trip and fall before you take that step, you stay home or you go straight to the hospital.
Don't.
Coming back. Perfect.
We got flies all over the fucking place. To say nothing of the flies in my head. Got a fly in my mouth and every fucking other thing happens. Son of a bitch. Get out of here, you fucking flies. And there's a fly over the headlight, Tony. We got flies coming for us.
Tony jogging.
Fuck.
Still wear different shorts,
Yeah.
same hat.
It was a 2-week shoot, so. And he actually got to fly there.
That's what I like about this pristine cut. Is
Yeah.
you can actually see the fly.
Right.
on
The 10th generation dub that went
Get
on.
out of here, you goddamn jackass. Fuck out of here, you flies. We got 3 flies, 5 flies. And if you will, make sure, if you will, we don't have that fly on the left side, on the passenger side, because we don't have that in frame, but make sure we don't have any flies here. We don't have any
It's
flies.
like Colonel Kurtz at the end of Apocalypse Now there.
Got to do it again, right now.
This is the end.
The automotive fuses, they're all laying out here
Love
in
to talk to
beautiful
them.
condition for the fern and the dock. Let's go. Particularly
still
at
around?
night, whenever you
Nope.
find your fern and your dock. I don't know. They're made with an insulating
Well,
material
maybe.
which really preserves
89,
the fern
88.
and the dock and the whatever, and I don't know. Shit. The new chieftain offers as traditional lighting a Ferndenschnaden. Jesus Christ. The Sunflower now enjoys a full 5 inches in increased diameter on the fern and the Pearl Watch. For 1989, each individual storage compartment has this controlled light that you can put up your fern if you want to. How's that? The Super Storage Sun Cruiser offers maximum storage to a very diverse group of the ferns and the docks. And they fit the diverse needs of a very big fern. Oh, shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Fuck the shit, man. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Fuck the shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Fuck off! Wait a minute. Look at the shot and see if it's off the back of my head.
Remember this?
Yeah.
Could be off the back of my head, my brown head.
Well, where's it coming from? Wait a minute. Kevin, take a look and see if it isn't coming off my big brown
What
head.
vehicle is that?
See if it isn't coming
not a
off my
crew
big,
truck.
fat, bald, brown
It's like an
head.
ice cream truck.
Buggledy, 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 buggle. Turn of a baba schnabber rubber. But a chada bachi. Pachi chuncha bacha wache. Wachi. See if I can remember what the hell the dialogue is. Catch a shit.
I think he overwrote
What the hell's the line? Ask your pa. Shit.
the video. That's why I had so much trouble.
Budgebar. That budgebar. The budgebar.
Would you like to pause?
I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Schmegeldeggle. What the fuck is it? Did the Ranji Chadaba. Why don't I say it fucking right? Bachi, kenji, bachi, little butter, punchang, rachi, wacha, rush, chicken choyak.
Chicken shoyak.
Sachapa, kachibujiwa, haji, hayabuka, yak, hak, poshinka.
Clearly hit record.
I can't remember the goddamn line. There's blah. French chacha rata. Ya, washi paya paka shipa wilya waka ya. Washi paka. Boy, that was good. I don't know what the fuck I'm reading. The accoutrement that you will need. Accoutrement? What is that shit? That's blijiba. If I knew what the rest of the line was, then I would be in good shape. Slap was shata schmikish. Well, or one all jibak shibia. Bajibajiba. Nine tachi shashi to the frizzy. It's a tough line to remember. Bajiba. The Harvey Jibajiba. Amazing how I just babble.
Okay.
Yeah. Boom.
I just
How big are you?
babble.
Let it peter out. Make sure you get it up. Scratch my 13-inch trance. You like it when I pick my nose that way? This is a test to see whether I'm totally senile or not. God, I can't fucking make my mind work. But I don't know, shit, it's just all gone. I guess my mind is going again. I get so goddamn diuretic when I sit here. My mouth just never stops. My body is dismembered from my mind completely. Which is pretty average with me, but... Meet innovation. Money.
Going well so far. Oh.
My mind is just ready to go completely. I can't think. Something is wrong with me. Why do you think I was making this up as I was going along? I gotta read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit this morning. My mind isn't working enough to do this any better than it is. I was going bananas. The hell do I don't know what I'm saying anymore. My own mind is deteriorating. I'm gonna die.
This is Mike Welkley.
Oh.
So among the questions that you may be asked is, can I get this rig in and out of my driveway? Well, the answer is yes. The departure angle for the all-new 1989 Chieftain is exactly that of the 88 model.
Great, let's get a safety.
Great, let's get a safety.
That's when you tear the ass end out of it going out of your driveway, you know, like that, which they do on all of them, and they lie. Because I don't think I can get out of this thing worth a shit. Nobody can, so, you know. And here, under the hood, we've stored something that'll really come in handy if it doesn't fall out and break my leg. Ah! No, we can't be troubled with it. What we're doing is we're building a fucking industrial film, trying to give these guys everything they can get. I mean, that's it. Fuck it. Under the hood, we've located this long-handled brush squeegee. Now, I tell you, reaching those high windows is now a piece of cake. If you're 6'4", the Mini Winnie, part of American tradition, and today on the cutting edge of design and function in a Class C motor home. You believe any of that shit? Fuck. Not even funny anymore. Let us get the fuck out of here. Fuck you! It's all over. I can't do this anymore.
Flies trained by.
Yeah, those really get funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
funny credits.
Dave Palm, I know that guy. Nick Danger, I've heard his name. These are all like Minnesota crew people.
Right.
Knock Me Inc. Mike Welkley.
Miniatures spelled wrong.
Sorry, his aggression courtesy of John Price. Tony Doll.
Doll.
Okay. Very nice.
Probably production music they had in the.
Friendly abused ear lended by. Wow, look at it. All
Burns
from this
and
one
Dogs.
shoot. Burns
Yeah.
and Dogs by Red. All because of this one bad shoot. They did all this. Continuity provided by no one. It was a terrible shoot because he was in charge of everything.
Right.
Producer, director, lighter, camera,
Right.
mouse playing, subject matter expert, and starring Jack Rebney. Oh wow, they were not happy with this.
But see, what I love about it is that that's what you do to maintain your sanity on an awful shoot. Is you entertain yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, we've done that on shoots before. That's how we met Steve.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and I realized one thing I want to do is like at a Thai restaurant or something, just kind of be like, just kind of not even look and hand back the menu and go, I have the chicken shoyuk, and then just see what they say.
Let us get the fuck out of here.
That's great.
Oh, I quote that one
line.
all the time.
Yeah.
Let us get the fuck out of here.
Usually
Did we
after
include that in our edit?
I
don't know if we
know.
did. But I say it all the time.
Usually
us get
after a
the
college
fuck
show
outta
and
here. Yes.
yeah, it's like let us get
The way he says it is just like, all right, we're done. Let us get the fuck out of here.
And you know, at first I think like we always said Jack is the angriest person in the world, you know. But I remember, you know, we shot this show for the AV Club, the Onions entertainment site, and we just shot for a day, I think, and did 10 episodes. And I've never seen you angrier at anything.
Yeah.
And it was just from...
We should have loaded that up, actually. We had the outtakes of that thing. Because it was really hot in that room,
It was
too.
hot.
I think they had like a really weak air conditioner.
Yeah, there weren't flies, but it was
It
hot.
was really small and just like we had to remember stuff and memorizing stuff.
And certainly...
And it was overwritten. What we had done was overwritten, which is like what you said with Jack. It's like he overwrote so much of that and he made it so flowery.
Right, and instead of being like, oh, you know what, let me just simplify this to something I can remember. And he just kept doing it until he got it right.
I think he was like a newsman. Like I feel like he was like a Paul Harvey type, where he's just like, I'm going to write these things about like, and I'm going to analyze life.
Yeah, it's a video about Winnebagos, and he's like, the journey of a, you know, starts with the journey
of 1,000 miles begins with but a single step.
He's like, let me start the RV video that way.
Yeah.
But the thing about this video, we've had it for many years, and we've just seen the outtakes, the snippets, and we cut together our, you know, favorite snippets, but we had never seen the finished video, like you mentioned, until, and you know, we tried to track down.
Are you talking about you segueing into this? Because
Sort
there's
of,
some other things I want to bring up about the video.
Okay.
I like that Tony could give it back.
Yes.
Tony didn't just take everything that Jack had said.
Right.
I feel like there could be like a Rick and Morty type of show with this, with like Jack and Tony.
Yeah,
I feel like
you're
there's some
right.
sort of a show here where they
an animated
an
series?
animated Adult Swim show.
Dan
or
Harmon,
something.
get on that.
Yeah. The other thing, it was almost 15 minutes. I think there were only like 2 or 3 repeats. Like there was the one with "Give Me the Towel." They repeated that one. That one was twice, and then I think there was one other one that. But I feel like there were only 2 or 3 repeats. It's pretty solid. 15 minutes of bloopers.
Right.
That's got to break a record.
Yeah, I know. So I know that for who is it, Mike, who gave you the tape?
He told me about it, and then another dude gave it to me.
But for Mike, who's saying it brought back bad memories, like I'm glad that they had the foresight to think, oh, you know what? This could be funny later.
Yeah.
At least somebody did.
Well, like Mike he's a very nice nice Minnesotan man. He's actually interviewed in Winnebago Man, and he always looks at it like, oh, this is kind of he was in over his head, and like
he felt bad for Jack.
He's not an asshole like us. Like
Right.
he has empathy towards.
Yeah, I mean, but it's interesting if you Winnebago Man, we should mention, is on Netflix and
Is it on Netflix?
Amazon.
I don't know if it's on. Yeah, it's somewhere out there.
It was maybe it's not still, but it was on Netflix streaming. So it's a good documentary. We were skeptical when Ben said, "Hey, I want to make a whole documentary about Winnebago Man." We were like, "I don't see it. We've tried to track him down. We can't find him. So good luck."
Yeah.
And he hired a private detective, found him, and that's when we found out that he had tracked down the finished video, which we had never seen. It was this legendary thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you can tell while watching the Jack Rebney outtakes that he's mostly mad at himself.
Yes.
That's the same kind of way that I get mad whenever I'm playing sports or whenever I'm playing anything. I get mad at myself and I scream, and I feel like even like John McEnroe, he'll yell at the line judge, but I think he's mostly mad at himself.
Yeah.
And but I think that's the best kind of anger.
And as we explained to Jack when we met him,
Maybe it's the worst kind of anger.
He has a way with words. Like, that's what we love about him, because everybody's been that angry, but no one expresses it quite like Jack did. So
He's a poet.
He is, and it's like, yeah, it is sort of fun to bask in somebody having a miserable time afterwards.
Yeah.
But we appreciate his way with words.
Yeah. Now you can segue into the Winnebago
Thank you.
video.
I should
I'm
say,
all done. That's it for my notes.
I should say that we met Jack, like after the filmmaker had tracked him down and told him we were playing his videos all around the country. Jack was not happy about it. He's pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Which
Should have seen that coming.
Shouldn't have been surprising.
It's pretty obvious.
But somehow we just think we're so lovable. We're like, how could Jack be mad? But we managed to convince him to appear with us at a show in San Francisco, and Ben brought his cameras there to capture this historic moment.
Yeah, and the first thing that he said to us when we were introduced to him, he said, "Who are the hooligans who find my misery so funny?"
Right.
And we were like, I guess us.
Yeah.
I guess we are. And so
people who paid to come tonight.
He actually sat in the audience and he watched his video on the big screen with a room full of people for the very first time. And we were nervous. We had one eye on him the entire time.
Could have gone either way.
And the video started, like, as the video was about to start, he was very angry and his arms were crossed and he was just like, all right, let's get this over with. But midway through, I remember looking and like I don't think he realized how much joy this video has brought to people.
Yeah.
And like we always say, like he was like the Grinch. His heart grew 3 times its size, and like
he was hilarious.
By the end of it, like he was hugging people, and he was like getting pictures with people, and he was signing autographs, and
people loved him. And Ben interviews him on the car ride afterwards, and he's just on top of the world. He like has found his audience.
Yeah.
And we actually
that he didn't even know existed.
Right. So at the end of the night, we gifted him. I think we have photos. We have Jack regaling the audience with stories first of all, and he was really funny. And then we gifted him with a fly swatter at the end of the night. That's another photo that we thought, get rid of some of the flies, which he called goddamn jackasses, which I think is a brilliant.
Like I said, he's
thing.
he's a poet.
Yeah.
He's such a poet. We'll never be as good at swearing
No,
as Jack Rebney
and so we
is.
can die happy. That was our bucket list. Jack Rebney gave us a hug at the end of that
Yeah, we got
night.
to hug that guy. So yes, like you were saying, Ben then said, "Hey, I've tracked down the finished Winnebago video," which I think is a video intended for salespeople for Winnebago RVs.
Industrial film.
It's like you give them this, and then they have all this knowledge about like what the Winnebago is capable of, and then they sell it to people,
RV customers,
out on the floor. And so he gave this to us, and it's in pristine condition. It's on DVD also. And but
nobody's seen this, right?
No, and it's 25 minutes long, and it's pretty fascinating.
Okay.
This one I feel like we can speak over
good.
because
I was going to ask
pretty
for your
boring.
permission.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just make sure that you ask my permission for most things.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you don't do that enough.
All right. Can I have your
all right.
permission to get this started?
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
All right. Here it is. The Winnebago.
Quick note: available on
hold on.
Amazon, not on Amazon Prime,
Okay.
free, not on Netflix.
No
Okay.
longer on Netflix.
Winnebago Man
Okay.
is on Amazon Prime. Not Netflix.
This is a video presentation of Winnebago Industries, where in Forest City, Iowa, we proudly design and manufacture motorhomes with innovation and
Motorhomes.
integrity.
Oh yeah, he's a voiceover.
Yeah.
He enunciates
Yeah.
every word.
The issue is money. Bottom line, it's money. At Winnebago Industries,
A coin with
we've
it.
set great ideas in motion year after year, decade after decade.
Wow.
Of the Fortune magazine's 300 most admired corporations in America, Winnebago
dime.
Industries is ranked number 10 in innovation. Meet innovation. Money.
Oop.
Innovation.
Caught it that time.
I always
And
expect
you.
him to try.
Me too. Seen that one more.
Winnebago Industries has taken a giant step in the innovative development
I'm picturing a
of
shirtless
your
Tony right
largest
off to the
profit
side
maker,
screwing around.
the N-Series, the Sunflyers, that have for the entire
behind the
motorhome
Winnebago.
industry been synonymous with recreational vehicles. These units have been totally redesigned to bring our customers the best of comfort, safety, and innovation. We're going to take you
Innovation.
on a grand tour of the Itasca.
We got 5
Every
flies.
design change, every
See
innovation,
if we can see any flies.
the way
in
it
this.
works,
I saw
the way
one, I
it
think.
looks,
Did you?
the comforts, the luxuries, and some views you might
hell's he
otherwise
doing there?
not see.
It's an outtake we didn't see.
The Itasca is all new, from the stylish grill
This is where he
treatment,
tried to swat the
along the
fly.
sleek aerodynamically canted
fly? There's a
walls,
fly.
Yep.
to the highly functional crowned roof and redesign of the rear of the coach. It's easy to see we've changed things. Change
It's a very
for purpose.
level-headed guy. Is it
Change
easy to see?
dedicated to the development of the most functionally innovative ideas, the best ideas that have made Winnebago Industries the world's most experienced motorhome manufacturer. One of those prime changes had the objective of providing substantial additional storage,
I've never been
while
on
at the same time
RV
maintaining a
trip before.
sleek
Me either.
aerodynamic
I've
profile.
slept in one, but
This is how we did it. Let's compare the 88 to 89
graphic.
Sunflyer.
kind of posterized effect.
To create the new high level of storage, we raised the floor level by 3 inches. But the ceiling height only moved up 1 inch, which keeps the interior headroom at 6 foot 7.5 inches.
You do the math.
The storage compartments, with their greatly increased capacity, are now 4 inches closer to the ground, which gives the Sunflyer an 11-inch ground clearance. In the bargain, the center of gravity has
said
been
when you
lowered,
back up, it'll
and
make
that
that
has
scraping
served to
sound. Look at
improve
that. Yeah.
safety and handling characteristics.
Did he say
Furthering
and they
the
lie?
objective
Yeah.
of creating more usable space, Winnebago Engineering moved the furnace unit to this underfloor
Here's some
compartment
CAD drawings we
and
expect you to
totally
understand.
removed all above-floor ducting in favor of running all heating elements underfloor. This new heating unit was specifically designed for the N-Series, for the Sunflyers. It is unique in the industry and sets yet another standard in motorhome design. Of course, just looking
When you're
at the new
hosting a video,
Itasca
you put on a
quickly
short tie and
illuminates
some
several
khakis.
basic changes. The newly designed front-end treatments feature an improved windshield angle of 35 degrees, which gives
Oh,
great
that's a great
visibility.
feature.
A 3-unit front end where the cap, hood, and fender are individually replaceable, and where the hood is one piece, allowing true ease of access, and the integrated bumpers set off the whole look. These design changes serve to shorten the nose length and at the same time accentuate the sleek aerodynamic front-end styling. The windshield wipers are huge and they're mounted in steel. Keep that in mind.
Look, hon,
mounted
huge wipers.
in steel.
Let's invest $90,000
The
in
sidewalls,
this.
made of proven fiber span construction, have no protrusions, nothing to catch the wind, nothing to stop the symmetrical design flow. The
Symmetrical.
walls are stepped
he
in
says
approximately 2 degrees
it
at the
doesn't mean
top
anything.
No,
and
what
some
would this
4
mean if
degrees
you
at the
were a
bottom
salesman
balance.
telling people this? Ooh,
The
symmetrical
newly
design
rounded
flow?
edges and corners contribute to overall aerodynamic efficiency, water runoff, and high style, combining to set the Itasca into the category of architecture.
As Socrates
The
once
treatment
said,
of these compartment
if
doors
the
complements
campers
do
are
that.
rocking,
smooth
don't keep
contours
knocking.
by virtually eliminating the look of the compartment door itself, and instead nearly conceals these compartments
Nearly.
behind sections of the valance which give access to the huge storage behind.
That'd be pretty nice,
The
actually.
large forward storage compartment features a courtesy light. In the 31, 33, and 36-foot models, there's a
should say-
unique
you should
storage
thank the
area
courtesy
across the
light.
rear section.
Thank you,
It gives
courtesy
nearly a
light.
full 5 feet of depth. There's room for golf clubs, bales of hay,
Weed.
grandchildren. There's
We're
a lot going on
suffocating.
back
Let
here
us
in the new
out, Jack.
Sunflyer. In this
one of
compartment,
the
we've housed
accoutrements.
the spare tire.
Let's have George track
And in the
down these
newly
kids.
designed rear canopy
yeah,
lid,
and the dog.
we've put the
What a Ben
110-volt
track.
outlet with its convenient loop storage. And over here, the TV
accoutrement.
hookup.
This is when the shitter's full.
This new high-style ladder
Well, this part's
gives
great.
access to the considerable storage above, and it also lets you look at the passing the passing scene. Before we go inside,
Jack's comedy.
let's
Wait,
take
wait.
this up.
He probably wrote that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was probably like, and I climb up and I see a bunch of like cowboys
I
and
see a
Indians.
cowboy and Indian movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The passing scene.
Yeah, scene.
Okay. That's
that
it.
Was,
All right,
that was
that's
the
it.
comedy. Yep.
All right. Hold on,
Opportunity
pause.
to set the record straight. When Winnebago Industries began the total redesign of the Sunflyer, one of the primary goals was to design in tremendous amounts of storage space. Well, we've seen some of that space, but
There
not all
Cheech
of
and
it.
Chong movie
We've
where
seen
the RV
what's
was
been
made out of
designed
pot
in
and then
beneath
it
the
starts
floor.
on fire at some point.
I never
And
saw
that
it.
brings up the issue of how Winnebago Industries
Flies.
designed a
Yeah.
motorhome with all the storage your
Goddamn
customer could
jackass
ever
is
hope
ruining
for,
the shot.
and how they made it look like this. All right, let's look at the hard figures. We're going to use the
remember that shot.
1988
Yeah.
Sunflyer, the 31-footer, as our example. In 1988, that great unit
That's what the outtakes are so great. You
43
peel away the
cubic
veneer
feet
of what the finished
underfloor
product
storage.
is. It's far more
For
entertaining than the final.
1989, the 31-foot Sunflyer boasts a huge
1989 is my
92.5
favorite
cubic
year
feet
in
of
entertainment.
underfloor storage. That is an
Batman
enormous
came
amount of
out,
space.
UHF.
Something over 200% that
was
of
in 8th grade.
1988. Now, I want you to watch and listen.
Well, if there are
Just
more children
suppose
down there.
compartment doors open to
Like
this
7
angle.
more
Let us
children down
out!
there.
Around the industry. Well, your customer has to do what I'm doing. He has to peer around and lean over and hold his aching
Your
back.
customer has to do
You're
it.
the
Now.
salesman.
Yep.
Watch this. On the new Sunflyer, there is a spring catch mechanism which holds the compartment door in a fully
Brilliant.
open position, and it allows your customers
Sunflyer, right?
to load these compartments to their heart's content.
With hay bales.
In addition to more than doubling the underfloor space of the 1989
tiny needs to be
Sunflyer,
longer.
engineering was clever enough
Go
to
to the
design
belt.
in
Yep.
an additional 16 cubic feet above floor.
Oop, held a little long on
What
that.
you see is what you get. The new Itasca is the reasonable
bulky,
progression from the
inconvenient
basement
vehicle.
at any cost
That gets
mentality
4 miles
to
to
the
the gallon.
incorporation of
Can't go under
sleek,
most bridges.
aerodynamic, contemporary design with huge
With a
storage
septic
capacity.
tank, you have to find a place
The
to empty
facts
out.
are right before
Park in
your eyes.
Walmart parking lots.
No examination of Winnebago Industries'
interesting
new
shot here.
N-Series.
Yeah.
The Itascas
Could they move that
would be complete
truck
without
out
a
of the way
conversation with Ron Buckmeyer, the director of
The
engineering
Ron
for product
Buckmeyer?
development. Ron?
Well, when we started this thing,
I don't know
Jack,
what you want me to say.
we took a look at what had been evolving in the industry, and of course, everybody had developed the
You know that's not a
basement
truck,
unit
right?
mentality.
Yeah.
What's
right.
it? What's
And
that?
we took a look at
It's
it.
a Winnebago
and
without
said
the
there's,
top built
There's
on.
got to be a better
Oh,
way to
okay,
do it.
there's-
Obviously,
okay.
people want more storage, but there's got to be a better way
Well,
to
what's the
accomplish
purpose of move it?
large amounts of storage without having
It's
to
a
sacrifice
weird
My point is
the
angle.
still the
profile
same.
that
Move
we're
it out of
used
the
to
way. Look at
with
this
And
weird
you
angle
can't
that
see
they're at.
Jack,
How
and
did you,
his
how'd you
posture
work
is
that
terrible.
problem out? Which
Ron
was
Buckmeyer's.
obviously quite a problem, I'm
Well,
sure.
first thing we did is we said we don't want
we
to be way
Buckmeyered
up in
it
the
first.
air.
The first
took
thing
a
we
look
wanted to do
at
is we wanted to
what kind of
Buckmeyer it.
headroom we had,
Are
what
they
kind of a
stone washed,
profile we had
Ron?
on our vehicle and available space.
Yeah, they take a stone, and
we
then what they do is
decided
they
that we
wash the
could raise
jeans with the
floor a
stone,
little
and
bit
that kind of creates
in
a
order
washed
to
out
get
look.
some more usable storage.
further questions,
In order
Ron.
to utilize that space below the floor
Are vertical
without
stripes slimming?
sacrificing overall height and
horizontal
without
stripes are-
sacrificing headroom.
Was this
And-
furnace was developed
I feel like
specifically
it's the other
for
way
these
around.
units,
Those are
wasn't it?
the
First
not
was developed
slimming kind.
specifically for the Sunflyer,
I see.
and it was our,
You know
our
what else we-
supplier
Oh,
worked
they-
with us
they are
to
using
develop
this.
the
Sorry, my
furnace for
bad.
this
My bad.
application, to test
They
it,
needed this.
and submitted it to UL and got it listed or to
Straight on
AGA,
shot might have been
and,
cooler,
and had it
but-
listed
At
for
least I want to get both in one
for
shot.
this
so
application.
I
Probably about
apologize.
2.5 years ago when
To
we
who,
started
Ron or
putting
Mike Welkley.
thought into action and alternatives.
So over 2 years in the development
Yeah.
process.
It is all brand new from the ground up.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And basically,
Go ahead, I'm
it's the
sorry.
first all brand new from the
He's
ground
very
up
polite
that
all
we've
of a
done
sudden.
since the Sunflyer was first introduced in 75.
wonder if Buckmeyer
You're
saw
able
the
to build
wrath
a
of
cab.
Rebney.
You know, Detroit doesn't build a wood cab.
Right.
I don't think
You
so.
know,
I
and
think
neither
you-
do
The
we.
camera just
Right.
You know,
jumped
you
Yeah,
can call it.
I think Ron's the
If
brass.
you want to build it out of wood, you can call it. a
Ron's
cab.
hair
It's
is
a
not
cab.
unlike
Oh,
my
Buckmeyer?
own.
So we
Yeah.
can build a complete cab structure
Is
and
that
all
what your hair
welded
looks like now?
together.
Yeah, I think
and
I see
it
a
has
little-
always had a
this
hat
where
on
it
like
has
that.
Yeah.
its own inherent integrity.
Well, that's why. I don't
One
wanna-
of
I
the
wanna-
things that
wanna
you
look like a
accomplish
Buckmeyer.
thereby is keeping low
Yeah, but
profile.
look at
Not only
Buckmeyer.
were
His
able
balls
to do
steel.
by
He's just going out
integrating
there.
by
He's
doing
like,
our
this is who
own
I am.
cab.
Yeah, well,
We
that's
were
Ron
able
Buckmeyer.
to adjust the steering wheel angle so it's more comfortable
Buckmeyer,
than
yeah.
what's
We don't have the
traditionally
courage of
available
When I'm an
Buckmeyer.
engineer at
on
Winnebago,
chassis,
then
what
yeah.
what you're locked into
That is similar to your hair.
if
isn't
you
Yeah.
don't start from the ground up and
Yeah.
do a complete cab. the thing that when we
You
went
could be
to the
related to
vehicle, we said, okay,
Buckmeyer.
we have to be conscious of all
I
available
wish.
opportunities. And by
Be an heir to the
packaging
Buckmeyer
the vehicle
fortune.
the way we did, we were able to develop a new
All right, wrap it up,
LP
Buckmeyer.
tank
We
in conjunction with our supplier.
And Buckmeyer,
Be
how's
able
your
to
love life?
shrink
Unrelated.
that area that it takes up and still provide the same amount of capacity. And again, it was just another one of those little features that allowed us to provide greater storage. All of this outside storage that we
Nope.
attained, and yet we did that after we moved the furnace below the floor, after we moved the water center below the floor, after we developed the
Buckmeyer's
large
jeans are a
holding
little
tanks
bit
and the
big.
heater
It
Yeah.
seems a little bit longer
So
than what
it's
he
just
needs.
Yeah.
it really compounds itself when you
That's
start
right.
to think of the
think you should
engineering
make
feat
that
that's
a
been
tailor.
done here beneath to say nothing what's been done above the floor. I thought it was important that you be
Forest
here
Hill, Iowa.
as the representative of your project design group, and I congratulate you. We congratulate you. Thank you very much. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
the opportunity.
You're most
Thank you.
welcome.
The opportunity.
That's why we did it the way we did it. The new, all-new Itasca is all that a basement model can be, and at the same time, it is the best of new, innovative,
That's driving.
sleek
Look at that.
architectural
Look at those
design
graphics.
in quality motor homes. The best of both worlds, space and style, from the leader in innovation, Itasca, from Winnebago Industries.
I think in Spaceballs that are in our
Okay,
too,
let's go
right?
inside. You'll notice where my hand is. We placed the handle for ease of access for nearly everyone.
Is that a joke?
And here, there's a new 3-lock arrangement, including this slide bolt for ultimate security. In addition to the
Try
light
to
above
rob
the door,
RVs.
I don't
we've
know.
now installed lights here. at
Steal
the
some
steps
marshmallows or
themselves
something.
Yeah, I guess.
to aid in nighttime entry.
Still a floral bedspread.
Among the many things to keep in mind is the space above my head.
Because he's 6'4".
Consider 6 foot 7.5 inch headroom. And the Sunflyer looks very little like the typical 2-story building with basement.
Huh?
This is where your customer spends a lot of his traveling time. Tell them they're surrounded by a full steel driver's compartment. Tell him he's surrounded. They are surrounded by a full steel frame.
Cool
a full
shot.
compartment. There's no plywood here. The pillar posts are steel. They're integrated
Wow.
with the entire
It's
front
ballsy. He
section.
went up there.
This floor that I'm standing on, it's integrated with the entire front section.
So the other person will
And it's
die,
steel.
not you.
All steel, only from Winnebago. Windshield, mounted in steel. Now that's concerned
His
for the
jeans fit
customer.
well.
Safety windshields,
I like his
mounted
shirt.
in steel. New 3-point safety seat belts on both
That's
front
what he said.
seats
God
offer a
damn
level
son of a
support and
bitch.
protection that really makes a difference.
That didn't make the final
Would
video.
you show them, please? Thank you very much.
Yeah, they didn't edit that part in.
Oblige. Works just like this. Just click. Simple as that.
So it's
By the way,
canon that there's
on
two
the
Jack
28
Rebneys?
and the 31 RQ Itascas,
It's kind of
not only does
multiplicity.
the passenger seat swivel, but it telescopes and becomes part of the main living area.
You think they improvised
Back
that
to
on the
you,
set?
Ed.
Back to you,
The
Ed.
all-new and easily
Old-timey reference.
serviceable Itasca instrument panel offers the option of electronic analog or digital readouts, and it tells you everything. Just like they used to say, everything in its place, and a place for everything. I call this the mountain window, moon window, whatever. There's veritable cinemascope. All right,
Got a
next
cute
issue.
touch by Jack.
Itasca engineers do respond to customer and to dealer input.
Fart
Here's case in
absorbent
point.
cushions.
The 110 to 12 volt converter, which used to be located in the back of the coach and hummed, has been moved here, under the passenger seat, in its own box. It still hums, but now no one hears it. The Itasca concepts and
Why?
engineering
Engineering
departments
departments.
have developed a
Multifunctional
multifunctional privacy bathroom configuration
Privacy, I don't even know
that
what
will
the fuck
solve
I'm
a
reading.
lot of problems and that will make you a real sales point. Okay, let's pretend that you, the customer, want the whole place to yourself. You'll buy no interference. The share and share concept is out the window or maybe down the drain.
I'm gonna grab a.
What you
another
do
beer.
is you close this bifold door,
You want something?
and that
Seltzer.
gives you complete privacy for both the bath
For when you have
and
diarrhea,
the bedroom. And on the other
Or
hand,
just
you may wish to close this door
the trots.
over the entire commode area. And once again, privacy. We've replaced the old shower door with this shiny glass modern version. And by the way, there's a new heat duct in the Sunflyer in the bathroom area. Is that important? Well, on those cool mornings, you bet your life it is. Right
bet your
here,
life?
under my feet, are the holding tanks. 50-gallon black and 30-gallon gray water. The new style holding tanks are made
Look at
of
'em.
cross-linked polystyrene plastic.
He went for it with
Far
this.
greater
Oh,
strength
yeah.
and they're corrosion resistant. The tanks are mounted in their own platform, in their own cubicle, rather than hung from rails. And they're securely held in place by the floor, which covers them completely. The fuel tanks are made of heavy gauge steel, and they're placed in their own compartments and held to the frame components by steel straps. The business of selling motorhomes,
Tony,
and
can you
know
give me a
this is the
towel?
fact, that business is terribly complex. And yet, it's amazingly simple. When you start with a brilliantly designed and finely produced product, the most important ingredient you can add is knowledgeability. When that customer
Knowledgeability.
asks, whatever the question,
When Cousin Eddie
we want you
asks.
to have the answer. So let's look at some hard figures.
If the shitter is full.
The LP gas capacity is now
knowledgeability a real
standardized
word?
at 80 pounds.
I'm guessing
And those
Jack
LP
looked it up,
tanks,
yeah.
they're bolted to the frame
safe
in their
bet.
steel
Yeah.
compartments, and they've been redesigned in a new shape so they occupy
I think they normally
less
say with ad
space.
copy, simplify.
The
like,
fuel tank capacities
Don't
are 60
obfuscate
gallons
the
on the
information you're
22,
trying to give out.
24, and
Have you ever
38
used the word
Chevrolets,
knowledgeability?
and 80 gallons on the 31, 33, and 36 Fords
80
and John
gallons.
Deeres. When that customer asks the question, and you've got the answer, then he knows he's talking to the right guy. Here's one of the questions that he may ask you. Can I get this rig in and out of my driveway? Well, of course, the answer is yes, he can. The departure angle of the 1989 Sunflyer is exactly that of the 1988 model, and that's considering that we've lowered the unit. Here's something really special. I call this the super mirror. This optional mirror not only is non-vibrating, it's heated.
Non-vibrating.
And it's electric. And it has a wide-angle lens at the bottom. Here's an improvement that, from my viewpoint, really
Is he
makes a
using
difference.
cue cards?
What they've done
Or
is
he-
they've added
I think
a
he's
full
just saying,
5
he's looking at the
inches
script.
to the
That's why he kept
driver's
screwing
door,
up. He doesn't have
which
cue
really
cards.
makes it
Cue cards.
easy for old guys with cranky backs and bad knees like me to get in the driver's seat.
Cranky backs.
If there's ever a need to check
bet
any
it
of
was
the
at least
automotive
10 takes
fuses,
for every
you'll
single
find
one.
them
You
here
see why this is a
under the new
2-week
one-piece
shoot.
hood. They're clearly marked and they're lighted. Here, behind the right front wheel, we positioned the house batteries.
It's probably just a
They're on
video
a
that
convenient slide-out track.
salespeople
The
just
compartment
skimmed
itself is
over.
Yeah.
key-locked,
They're just
and
like,
we've got
oh
the
yeah, we'll
dead
watch
space.
this.
They've
Okay.
read the
We're not
manual.
using
They
any
have
of the storage area
probably a
of the
sell sheet that has all the
1989
features
Sunflyer.
anyway.
They're not taking notes on
On the
this.
other
No.
side, we have an
We
identical
didn't need the coin
compartment.
flip
Room
beginning.
for chains, teddy bears, muskrats, angleworms, nearly unlimited. Say, would you mind helping me? I'd like to have a demonstration of how the windows work. If you could, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Is that
These
Tony?
new chip-out windows, they offer the very best in ventilation.
That's good, Tony.
And the best weather protection.
Too far, Tony.
Someone once said something about the journey of 1,000 miles beginning with but a single step.
I think it was Bob
Well,
Dylan.
if you throw your back out on the first step, you stay home. The 1989 Sunflyer makes entry a piece of cake. You know, the Sunflyer has
That's a
a
great line.
certain feeling of youthfulness about it, a feeling of solidity, but of stylish solidity.
Yeah.
And here, for
Youthfulness?
perfect
Yeah,
line of sight
when I
viewing
see
throughout
RVs,
the
I think,
coach
who are the
is
young
area
people
for
inside
the
that?
optional 13-inch color TV and the
Bunch
accompanying
of whippersnappers going to
VCR.
see the.
By the way, here on the driver's door,
Rushmore.
there's a new power window option. The Sunflyer for 1989 offers an array of color-fast and fire-retardant fabrics and upholstery that are color-coordinated for your customers' comfort and for their pleasure.
Courtesy.
The
I don't
total
know what the fuck you're
redesign
talking
of the
about.
Itasca
For their
Sunflyer
pleasure. Color
includes
coordinated
some
for their
new and
pleasure?
very functional changes throughout the entire galley. The freezer-refrigerator combination is huge, it's recessed, and the wood grain matches the rest of the galley decor. And here, above the refrigerator, we've positioned all the house fuses and the air conditioning selector switch. We've included, as standard equipment, a new UL certified smoke detector, specifically for motorhome use. When your customer asks, does anyone ever listen to the customer? Tell him we do, and show him this. The newly designed exhaust fan and outlet mechanism. Turn on the fan and open the exhaust door simultaneously.
Well, does
Two
anyone ever
speeds,
listen to the customer?
Half and full.
Oh, is it till like
New for 1989.
probably because people
Because our
everybody smoked in
customers-
there?
Yeah, I assume
The
so.
four-burner stove is color coordinated in an attractive almond color with the range hood and the monitor panel. It and the optional microwave oven are securely held in place, as are all major appliances, by steel restraining straps. All in all, the Sunflower for '89 offers a greatly functional galley with
Privacy,
quality
I don't even know the fucking
built in
rating.
to every convenience. Here's a nice touch that speaks to that commitment to quality. Fine carpeting with an extra thick
It really
pad
soaks up the cigarette
that
smoke.
gives you additional comfort
How old do you think he is
and
here?
insulation.
I feel like
70?
By the
65?
way, the new Sunflower offers
I feel like he's
older than my dad.
I feel like he's 50.
throughout the entire
50?
coach.
Yeah.
He's 7 years older
In
than
the
us.
master bedroom,
Yeah.
there's the option of twin,
Well, we know how
double,
old he is
or
now,
queen
right?
size configurations.
85?
And
Oh, I
storage.
don't know that.
I thought you
There
said
is
Ben
from
just went to
men's
his 85th
storage.
birthday. Oh,
And in addition to the
a
storage
guess.
that you see
wow, we're
here,
giving out bad information.
under the bed, there's additional storage
Let us get the fuck
provided
outta
by the
here.
magic of an airlift system.
You should have had the dog in there.
Okay,
Look up Jack Rebney's
let's pick
age,
up
could
some
you?
loose ends outside.
This was 88.
The generator position on
So
the
we
new
could do the
Sunflower
math.
is here at the left rear corner, except for the 22 EC and the 28 RD where it's at the right corner. Your customers now have the option of either an Onan or a Kohler generator. The generator
go
is
Kohler.
totally isolated from the coach cabin area for substantial noise reduction. The access
That's
door
where
is
he asked for Tony
insulated,
to
and
hand
there
him a
is
towel.
excellent
Yep.
access for owner service procedures. When you're talking about the generator,
Tony, could you
may
hand
me
want
a
to
towel,
tell your
please?
customer that our engineers thought about it.
I'm
They
blinded by that
concluded
fucking
they
hot
would run the
light.
generator exhaust pipe out from the
Well, he's
far
blinded.
rear corner.
Because he's
Oh.
blind.
Away
Now
from the
he's
barbecue.
visually
He's
impaired.
blind now, yeah.
A greatly inventive and very reasonable progression in the design of motor homes.
Do you have an answer, Steve?
The Sunflower
Hold on, I'm gonna hit
offers
pause.
the best
Actually, it's
of
almost
both
over.
worlds.
It's almost over.
These quality motor homes give great style and usable innovation in all the
My guess
feature
is 50, you
comforts,
said 70,
safety,
so he'd be
and
100 right now,
in
then.
function. No other motor home combines all
I think
these elements
that is my
and additionally
final
gives
guess.
tremendous storage capacity.
I'm going to guess
The issue?
60.
Money. Millions spent
Maybe
by
90.
Winnebago Industries
Yeah.
developing the motor home. The
60
Itasca
seems even younger.
Sunflower.
My
The
dad is
heart.
like,
But everybody in
of
the
our
80s
product
looked
line.
older.
That's
That's
true.
my thinking.
Itasca Sunflower. The obvious answer. Be it for the customer
Be
who
it
wants
for-
a driving
Those
machine,
parents are way too old.
or
Are
for
those
the customer
grandkids?
who
It's
wants
gotta
to
be
take it
grandkids.
all along
Why are they on a trip together? Where are the
including the
parents?
kitchen sink.
you never saw the two old people in any
No,
of these
you're
videos.
right. We saw all the
or any of these
outtakes.
scenes. Yeah, yeah.
Most cutting room floor.
Like, I can't believe they're like, let's do a scene with a dog
Yeah.
and hope it
And
goes
children.
well. And that's definitely not the kid's dog. So they had to
Yeah.
like train that dog to.
The dog's driving. Whoa!
Itasca Sunflower. We didn't miss a thing.
Goddamn thing.
Believe any of that shit? They left that in.
There it is.
Wow, poetic, gorgeous. I know everything. I could think I could sell a 1989 Itasca Sunflower.
I feel like I could too.
Yeah.
And you know,
We're
what,
all
in fact,
equipped
like,
to
I'm,
now.
I'm going to add that to like the list of things I want to do when I retire. I want to get an Itasca Sunflower, Sunflyer,
That makes sense.
and and I don't know, go to Walmart parking lots.
Well, we've often said, because we told a story about how we've stayed at a million horrible motels, like, wouldn't it be great to have an RV? And then you think about it 2 steps more, and you're like, oh no, then you have to empty out the shitter. There's no good shower. You have to get potable water. It's like,
and it's so expensive to
Yeah.
fuel and everything. And
our friend Sean has an incredible RV where I think there's even a garage,
Yeah,
so
he
he can have
makes
his
a shitload of
car
money.
in it. I know it costs like 3 times what my parents' house costs. It's like, those are really nice, but Yeah, they're incredibly.
I think they're great in theory.
Yeah.
I would love them. I'd love them in theory. Maybe they'd be
too.
fun for a weekend.
I think you can rent them, so
Yeah.
that might be an option.
Yeah. What's Jack Rebney's age?
What are our final guesses?
Okay, wait. Are you going to tell us his age at the time of the video?
I have all the information here.
Okay,
so
give me.
Do you want his
give
age
us,
in 2019, 1988, or what year he was born?
Give us the age at which that video was made.
All right.
All right,
So I
guesses.
guessed 50. I'm going to say 52.
Wait, you're going to switch your guess?
Like you just said, those weren't our final guesses.
Okay.
Like you said 70. So I'm going to say 52.
Fair enough. I'm going to guess. I want to say 62, but I don't think he's 92 right now. I'm going to guess 60. I'm going to guess he's 90
Okay,
now.
so we're 8 years off.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
Joe gets it. He's off by 1 year. He was
Wow.
59. He's 90 now.
Nice.
59. Okay.
Yeah. Or he'll be 90 in December. So,
Really?
yeah.
Okay. So with my guess of 85, it wasn't that far off.
That's true. And I guess that gives me hope that I could actually do something as profound as a Winnebago video well into my 50s.
I think we all believe in you.
Yeah.
No.
Because you hear all those stories about people who've accomplished this by 25, but Jack, he had a late career renaissance. So
I do
don't
think
think he
Joe
did.
has the better odds of becoming a Winnebago man.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have the bigger temper.
Oh, that's what it requires? You require a big temper for.
Well, to do that, yeah.
yeah.
I'm holding out hope.
So I want to have Ben on the show, and I wish we had Ben on this because his commentary on all this would have been great. But we can
Yeah.
have him on the show. We can watch all this again.
We'll do a short version for this is just for the
Because I'm sure
EP
he has a
people.
million stories, and he also did the follow up where he went to the birthday of Jack. I think it was probably Jack's 80. Probably was it his 85th.
Yeah, we can get Jack on the phone at some point too. That would be a fun update.
Yeah. Do you have his number now?
Not
would be
handy,
too late to call
but
right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he's 3 hours behind, it's pretty late here.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming along on this
Also,
journey.
he's 90.
Yeah. I feel like this is a special EP.
That was
episode.
fun. I really liked
It
it.
was really fun.
Yeah.
So
Steve, did you think it was fun?
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
it's an incredible story behind what seemed like just pretty funny outtakes to learn about Jack. So watch Winnebago Man.
Oh, you should.
I really liked it, Winnebago man.
Me too. I was
exactly.
pleasantly
And
surprised.
I thought we did great in it too.
I did too.
I did too, and I didn't know you guys were in it, so that was a surprise.
Were the
This is a long
dramatic-
time ago where I watched it, but I was really excited to see you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, a lot
Did
of
you-
people have
did you
seen the
watch it-
video and don't realize we're in it, but it's
Yeah.
the ending of the
I
movie.
just happened to be watching a documentary.
Did you
and
watch
guys
it
showed
after
up.
you had met
Yeah.
met us?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. You're like, oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty famous.
Yeah.
I think that's the
We're
conclusion.
doing okay. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna buy an RV.
all right.
I'm gonna tour the country.
All right. Well, order the chicken shoyak at your next meal and say hi to the ferns and the docks.
Docs and come on.
You believe any of that shit?
Yeah. God, I can't think of a single fucking Jack Rebney reference.
Can't fucking make your mind work? Is that what you're trying to say?
God damn it.
All right. That's all. That's
All
it.
right, that's all. That's it.
We'll be right back right after that.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
We'll be right back right after that.